I personally feel like I could take on the world today. I'm in such a good mood. Hey guys, it's Holly, aka Potter Minifig Pals, and today I've got pigtails in because we're reviewing a Harley Quinn set. I thought it was pretty fitting, but also I feel like pigtails look really good, so you know what, we're gonna go with it. I wish I had a Harley Quinn shirt like this, but unfortunately we've only got Star Wars. So fun fact, I first discovered who Harley Quinn was through Forest Fire's stop motions, and then upon some research realized she was in the Batman animated series, which I loved as a kid. I then tried to figure out how to get her as a minifigure, and turns out she was only in one set, and that was the Harley Quinns Hammer Truck, and I have wanted that set ever since. Plus in the Lego Batman games I would always drive around in this truck. It was just so much fun because the hammer would just go swinging like that. It was the best. So I did some eBay jigging and I managed to get a really good deal on this set. I paid $70 and it had free shipping. I was the only bidder in the auction. It was great. This set was #1 in my top 10 most wanted retired sets, and I am glad to say that it is now a part of my collection. I'm super stoked. This set isn't just this truck though, it also comes with a Batcycle, but like I really don't care for that, I just care for this. And this set's from the original Batman line that came out in 2008 and is set 7886. One of my favorite things about the truck is the design and how big it is, but also the giant hammer that you can swing back and forth. Harley Quinn is by far my favorite DC character, so I am very, very excited to be able to show you this today. So let's have a closer look and check this baby out, shall we? So first up we have Batman, and unfortunately for me he's not the classic light grey Batman from all the Forest Fire stop motions, but that's alright. Unfortunately the cape's not in the greatest condition. I might have to place it under something heavy just to flatten all the bits out at the bottom. But other than that, this Batman's pretty cool, and it's awesome to have the original face. And I'm pretty sure this one's supposed to represent the Dark Knight, which is why it has all this really cool printing. Batman's got a 10-pack, like he's ready for battle, and I love the gold utility belt as well. Popping that cowl off as well, you can see a really blank, stern expression with the white bits at the top to make the white eyes on the helmet. As this figure's from 2008 as well, we don't get any back printing, but honestly it doesn't really matter, it's covered by the cape anyway. Here's the figure I am most excited for, and that is the original Harley Quinn, and she looks amazing. I love the torso print on this one. It really captures her collar perfectly, which I feel like they kind of didn't do properly on the 2012 one. I also really like her hammer build. It's definitely come a long way though when you look at the 2020 Batman sets. Like, it's amazing. She also got one of the classic Lego guns. Taking her accessories off though, we can have a better look at Harley's torso, and it looks really good. It captures her classic jester outfit from the comics and the animated series perfectly. I really do like it. The only criticism I think I would have is the fact that there's no negative space on the sides. You've just got like half a line on the red for either side to kind of emphasize that she's a female, whereas most people get like blackened out edges. I'm not too sure why they didn't do that. So here is the completed set, and first impressions wise, the hammer truck really does live up to my expectations. I think it looks incredible, and especially for such a low piece count, the truck is massive. It looks really good, and the one I got as well, the stickers are in amazing condition. There's only like one wonky sticker, but the rest of them they're all on there really well, which is something I really struggle to find when looking for this set on eBay and Bricklink. So first up, let's take a look at the build I didn't really care for at all, the Batcycle. Now when looking for this set, there were a few versions that just sold the hammer truck, and I was really tempted to get them, but I thought, you know what, if I'm gonna spend the money on it, I might as well get the full set and get the Batcycle anyway. Even though looking at it in pictures, I wasn't really impressed, and even in real life, I wouldn't say I'm impressed, but you know, it's pretty cool for the size that it is. I really like the use of the Thestral wing pieces. I haven't really seen them too much besides that 2007 Hogwarts set, so it's awesome to see them here. I also think the double tires stacked works really nicely, and the Batman sticker on the front looks really cool too. We also got some classic flip fire missiles with some translucent cones on the top, which look really cool, and a tiny little arch bit for the seat. These exhaust pipes as well look really good, but besides all that, the rest of the bike's pretty plain. At first I wanted to sit Batman down, and then I realized, okay, it's a motorcycle, you've got to stand up. And at that point I was like, okay, well, why is there all this extra studded space then? You've got the arch in the middle here, but then you've got two studs here, and then a four-place as if he is supposed to sit. But also, why is it an exposed blue brick? This is Batman. He likes to work in black or very, very dark grey. So why are we seeing blue here? I don't quite understand it. You can also see it at the front, which kind of ruins it for me. I don't know. I've just never been a big fan of this bike. It just looked very underwhelming to me, and honestly, I feel like you could have just done the hammer truck on its own for this set. Although I get why. You want to give Batman a vehicle so that he can race or he can battle or something like that, and it works for that purpose. It rolls really smoothly. It's really fun just to go whoosh. Like, look at this, you can have a proper battle You can just whack them around like this. I'm having way too much fun doing this, honestly. Okay, I just knocked the hammer off, but you get the point. He can crash into the bike, it rolls smoothly, it's very well balanced as well. Not that that's really something too many people probably care about, but yeah, it's a well balanced bike. Like, I don't feel like it's gonna fall over or that anything's gonna fall off. Maybe these thestral wings, but I think that's purely because it's aged and the clips aren't as like tight anymore. So overall, the bike is good. It's just definitely not my favorite part. I just don't think anyone would look at this set and buy it for the Batcycle. Moving on to the main attraction, we have the Hammer Truck. Now, this thing just looks gorgeous, okay? I've always loved this. I've always had a soft spot for this set because I just love the way this set looked. It's just a massive truck and it's decked out in the classic Harley Quinn colors, but also it's got a giant mallet on it, which you can whack back and forth, although it kind of got stuck there, but you get what I mean. It's just a lot of fun, and we haven't really gotten too many Harley Quinn vehicles. And like, we always get Joker vehicles. The Joker's lowrider looked amazing, but like, I want something like this from modern day Lego. All of the vehicles I feel like these days are built up really big using a lot of pieces, but this build just shows you don't have to do that to get a good looking vehicle. It's literally a monster truck. It's built up on Technic bricks and has these massive tires, and then you've just got this small seating area at the top. You even had room to put a bucket full of all these gems, which like I also shove her like hammer and her gun in here sometimes as well. But like, look, they didn't bother like putting plates on here to make it easier. They thought, okay, we'll just cover that up with a basket that you can store things in. You've still got the flick fire missiles. You've got a full play feature besides from the fact that it's just a vehicle itself, and that in itself is a play feature. Everyone loves playing with like cars and vehicles. Like, I remember I used to build my own Lego cars, and like I'd stick all like my Harry Potter figures in it and then just chuck it down the driveway, like full yeet down the driveway. And I was very worried about this set as well. I thought it was going to let me down, and I'm glad to say it doesn't. But taking a closer look at it though, you can see that there are a lot of slope pieces and a lot of Technic pieces that build up the bulk of this car. You've also got this exhaust piece at the front, which looks really good, and these two sloped pieces. These days, I imagine they'd probably just make that one piece rather than have the sticker combining them together. You've also got some stud lights and some of these grille pieces to make up the front. Then at the back, you've got a plate that says I love Joker, which I really like, and some more lights. There's also some tiles around here which make the whole thing look very flush. It's very nice and finished off and rounded off. I really like the design of this set. Then you've just got a Joker card up here and a hit me button over here. At the top, you've got two flick fire missiles and a little spoiler at the back as well. The big thing for me though, and what I love most, is this whack a bat giant mallet. And this is such a simple play feature. It's literally a Technic rod that runs through the center with another pit on the side, so you can twist it from the back and send it flying. That way you could beat up your enemies, and it just looks really cool. I love the oversized mallet feel. It just screams Harley Quinn to me. It's such a simple but neat play feature, and I really do appreciate them doing this rather than just having a truck with some flick fire missiles. It really adds some personality to the set. Like, you know this is Harley's vehicle. She loves using bats and hammers and things like that. So it's nice to see Lego kind of mix it up and really show you that this is her vehicle. And just like the Batcycle, it's really easy to roll around and use. It's really well balanced as well. I don't think it's going to be falling over and toppling. I think the only thing that is a problem, or could be a possible problem, is the fact that you've got these loose gems at the top, but you can just empty them out. Like, it's fine, no problems here. And looking at this set now, I wish Lego would just make more stuff like this. But even just the personality behind this vehicle, like this hammer on the truck looks really good. And even in the 2020 sets with the Joker's car chomping up and down, that type of thing looks really good, and I really like to see more of that from Lego. So overall, I was really worried with this set because I had put it on such a pedestal throughout my entire childhood that I was scared when I actually got it that it just wouldn't live up to my expectations, and I'm really glad to say that it has. I'm super surprised with how good this truck actually is, and I guess the Batcycle as well for that matter, especially when I started rolling it back and forth. Like, that kind of redeemed it for me. I do have to say though, with the inflation rate of this set, I'm so glad that I didn't buy the one I saw for $110. I can't see myself buying any other old Lego Batman sets though, even though I did really like this one, especially because they're just so expensive. Maybe one day I'll buy the classic light grey Batman separately off Bricklink, but other than that, I don't think I'm gonna get any more. It's just very expensive, and I feel like there are a lot bigger of Batman fans than me. I mean, then again, I was jamming out to the animated series soundtrack in the kitchen during cleanup time the other day, but you know, there are bigger fans than me. I can't deny though that this is gonna be the staple car for any time I have to talk about driving in like vlog videos and things like that, because it's brilliant. I love this car. I also might put my Sig Fig's head on Harley's body and just like drive the car and have a photo shoot for Instagram with it. I feel like that would be really fun to do. But anyway guys, that is all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel down below. I really hope you enjoyed this video and having a look at some like old school Lego sets. It was really fun and I'm really glad I had the opportunity to do it, but until next time, I'll see you later.